You say, yes, Miss Moffat, or no, Miss Moffat. M-O-F-F-A-T. Corners Green, it takes place in a rural village in Wales, set at kind of the turn of the 20th century, end of the 19th century. And it's really about this English woman who's a teacher who moves to Wales, to a community of miners, and decides to start a school for the children of the village to learn to read and write. She finds this young boy called Morgan Evans, who is just extraordinarily gifted, and she helps him and guides him and fosters him and teaches him. What sort of a man was your father? The Corners Green is written by Emlyn Williams, who was my godfather, and Emlyn Williams was a great Welsh writer. He wrote a lot of plays, but he also was a film director, and he wrote films, and he was a great actor as well. In fact, he was the original Morgan Evans.
Me and my mother are in the show together, which is very exciting. My character is a young Welshman who is a miner, and his whole family has passed away. His mother has died, and his father and his 3 older brothers died in an accident mining. And he lives in this village called Glissarno, and he shows great talent as a writer, but doesn't know it, and isn't aware that he's a bright young man until he meets this lovely teacher, Miss Moffat, who's played by my mother. And she sort of teases out of him this ability that he has.
And want to get more clever still.
Emlyn figures hugely in my life. Obviously, he's my godfather, but the reason he's my godfather is because he made a movie in the 40s called The Last Days of Dalwyn, and my father, Richard Burton, played the young male ingenue lead, and my mother, Sybil Williams, was one of the extras, and my parents met on that movie. And so, as a result, I'm sitting here now.
Something that I actually just recently found out that I didn't know is that my grandmother played Bessie Waddy. I believe my grandfather did like a radio play reading of the show, of my part.
It also is resonant for me because it's really also my father's story. My father also had a fantastic teacher called Philip Burton, who brought him out of the valleys of South Wales and helped him become educated and helped him get into Oxford. Can you come tomorrow?
Tomorrow? No, I am working on the 6 till 4 shift.
I'm back in Boston with Nicholas Martin, and this is my 3rd show with him. The last one was his Cherry Orchard 2 years ago, and then I did Hedda Gabler with him. Both were incredibly amazing experiences, and I've worked with him a lot in between those times as well. He's probably my most significant artistic collaborator. We are very blessed to have in our production a wonderful Boston actor, Will LeBeau, who I've appeared with before in The Cherry Orchard. He played Lopakhin when I played Ranievskaya. Also Christine Nielsen, who's a fantastic actress, is playing Mrs. Watty, the Cockney housekeeper, and her daughter, Bessie Watty, who's our little fly in the ointment, she is being played by Mary Faber, and just a fantastic cast. Do you go to chapel?
No, thank you.
Who taught you to read and write?
And the show is really about education and about community and about a community that is adverse to an outsider coming in, learning how to accept this person and integrate them into their lifestyle, and it's really about the power of learning.
There's fantastic themes, universal themes of, salvation and redemption, and the importance of letting people be who they are, and not trying to force somebody to be something that they're not. And what's amazing about the show is it has a well-worn story, but it's told in an extremely fresh way. But it's just a wonderful, wonderful, heartwarming story. It's really a story for almost the whole family.